Hello there. Welcome to What in the World Do You Do? I'm Penelope von Schnitzel, and today's guest is Herr Professor Dr. Doobah. What in the world do you do?
Penelope, thank you, first of all, very much for having me on your show. I'm a big fan. Yes, I'm a big fan of your show. It's a fantastic question you ask me. What in the world do you do? Excuse me. What in the world do I do? Well, as you may know, Penelope, I am a legal scientist. I am an expert in the legal science. The science of the law is a very sophisticated science that I have practiced for many, many years and that I studied for very, very hard. Until now, I am a master of the legal science.
Oh. Why did you become a science man?
Why did I become a science man? I do not remember why I became a science man. I believe it was that I met a scientist, a legal scientist myself when I was a little boy. And I read about them in many, many books. And my favorite legal scientist of all time, Penelope, is a man named Johann Anselm Feuerbach. Yes, who was a very famous legal scientist who lived in Bavaria at the beginning of the 19th century. He was a scientist of the criminal law. He was also a judge, and he was also a codifier of the Bavarian Criminal Code of 1813. And he was the man, Penelope, who discovered Kaspar Hauser. Yes, and wrote a famous book about Kaspar Hauser.
This is my follow-up. What is Caspar Hauser?
I love follow-up questions, Penelope. Thank you for listening to my answer and asking me a follow-up question. Kaspar Hauser was a very, very famous boy who one day showed up in a Bavarian village and no one knew where he came from. Yes, he was known as the Wolfman. There were many Wolfmen at this time in Germany and all over Europe. And it was interesting because people said that he was raised by wolves because he could not speak the language, he could not write. And so Kaspar Hauser became very famous. And Johann Anselm Feuerbach took an interest in his case. And he then argued that Kaspar Hauser was the illegitimate son, yes, of a noble who sent him away to be raised by people in the woods. That's the story of Kaspar Hauser. Thank you for asking.
What is your favorite color?
I thought you'd never ask me about my favorite color. You know, I do not know what my favorite color is. This is not something that I study as a legal scientist, I have to say. It is one of those preferences that are not subject to scientific inquiry. But the answer to your question is blue.
Just sticking the simple blue.
Yes.
Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies? Penelope, this is an interesting question. Let me take this opportunity to explain something to you. If you are a legal scientist, yes, a true legal scientist, you only have one hobby. That hobby is the legal science. So, yeah, my answer to your question is legal science. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Follow-up question. What do you do when you're not doing legal science?
Legal science? Thank you for asking. I do more legal science. Yes. And when I'm done doing legal science, I take a break from legal science work by doing more legal science. Thank you very much. I believe you have one more question for me, Penelope, because I must do more legal science. Please.
Yes. Final and most important question
of the day. This is going to be a hard one. Yes. Yes.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream, let me tell you. I have two favorite ice cream flavors, yes. One is nut. I love the nut ice cream flavor. I love Italian ice cream That's what I had. When I grew up in Germany, we had the only kind of ice cream we had was Italian ice cream. In fact, we didn't call it Italian ice cream, we just called it ice cream because it was the only kind there was. So I loved the nut and I loved the lemon. So I put lemon and the nut together. That is my favorite combination. Thank you for asking, Penelope.
Sounds delicious.
Thank you. I love it, yes.
Thank you for coming to my show, Mr. Science Man. Tune in again next time when we have President George Washington. Everyone thought he was dead.